Welcome to Job Center. This Monday, I'm Joy Doreen Bira, and the vast majority of business people focus on tactics to be successful, like strategy, marketing, sales, and systems. Yet after doing this religiously for over 10 years, still often complain that they have not achieved what they had hoped to. And is there something more corporates, employers, and job seekers need to work on to succeed at a high level or higher level in business? Well, you will agree or disagree with me that, self-image is one of them. And joining me to give insight to this is personal branding and image consultant Derek Bbanga. Derek, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me, Joy.
I noticed you're wearing purple socks, and I'm wondering why.
You zeroed straight into the purple socks. Well, here's the thing. Two things are going on here. Number one, I think everybody, and this is part of the personal branding, should have something about their personal style that is unique. In my case, it's the socks, and I have, quite a range of colors. Okay. But number two, socks that are making a statement are now coming into the whole, they call it sprezzatura in Italian, image for men who want to be a little bit more stylish, because as men we're limited in terms of where we can show our personal style, in fact, when it comes to dressing. So maybe the tie, occasionally the shirt, and socks is definitely one of them. So yes, I have a vast collection of colored socks.
All right. So how relevant is personal branding or personal image in in business today in Kenya?
It is vitally important. I think that what is going on is that there are a lot of organizations that want to be at the forefront in terms of business. You look at any vision or mission of any number of companies, and they want to excel at customer service. They want to be seen as the leader. But the staff who are representing that particular organization also need to walk and talk the brand. And that's where personal branding comes in. So it's personal branding of the individual working for the company, and then by extension, that now ties into the entire organization.
Right. And, if it ties into the, entire organization, why is it that today we have a lot of people who have gotten that bit wrong? We have job seekers, we have employers, who just don't know anything about personal branding or even personal image.
Listen, Joy, it should come as no surprise, and your viewers should know this. We are in a hyper-competitive world. The road to the top is narrow, and standing out is one of the ways that you can actually achieve, hopefully, the professional success that you want, or if you're an entrepreneur, whatever the case might be. So what personal branding is, it is the ladder that allows you to climb above everybody else, to be seen as the only option for doing business with, to be seen as the person that a potential customer, client, your target market is looking for. And that is why it is vitally important that everybody starts to brand themselves and have a strategy towards branding yourself. Any organization will have a strategy towards branding the company. You need to have a strategy towards your own personal brand. Right.
Earlier when we were, having a chat, you said that networking is, or your network is your net worth. Kindly, enlighten us more on that.
Well, networking is vital, and it is a part of personal branding. A lot of people are also not strategic when it comes to networking. Networking is an afterthought. It should be, whether it's a formal networking situation, so like a cocktail or some sort of an event, or you bump into somebody in the middle of the street. What are you doing to make yourself be front and center in that other person's mind, so that when they go back to the office, when they say to themselves, I was thinking, I remember I bumped into somebody who was doing HR consulting. You are the person of choice that they're going to call, and it starts with networking. So again, networking and how you do it and how you go about it, whether it's in terms of like the body language, in terms of using your business cards, in terms of having a goal, a networking goal. For example, I know a lot of people who go to networking sessions and they don't have a goal. Now, maybe their goal is to hit the buffet line, but you see, that shouldn't be a goal. Your goal should be, all right, I want to meet 3 new people who are going to help me. I want to connect with a particular person who is in that room. I want to make sure that my business card is seen by, XYZ. So I think networking is something that people should take really seriously and be strategic about it.
Right. We have over 14,500 companies in Kenya today, and the bigger issue is that there's always someone searching for a place in any one of these companies. Let's focus on the job seekers. What exactly should they have in mind when they are seeking for that job out there?
Well, it starts online these days. I mean, this is one of the ways that is going to cost you next to nothing, if nothing at all, in order to be able to sort of see yourself, put yourself out there. So it starts with, are you on LinkedIn? Are you on some sites? You know, and whether you're on Facebook or you're on YouTube or Twitter, are you using these tools to make yourself seen, heard, and remembered for the right reasons? So it starts right there. Once that is done, then it's now a question of, am I talking to the right people, certainly as far as the job that I am concerned. I come back to that thing of networking again. You know, if you're looking for a job in a particular area, you're an engineer, you're a designer, are you making sure that you're seen by the right people? Are you able to avail yourself of your services? You know, these days working for free gives you a foot in the door, so to speak, so that you can actually get some experience. So there's so many things that you can do, but I think it starts, like I said, with being online and being a little bit more strategic about this.
Right, and finally, if I might just hear it from you, when it comes to soft skills, how relevant are they in regard to image and also boosting opportunity out there and you know, increasing or attracting business to your company? You
know, I think soft skills have become the deciding factor for success in business today. People have their technical qualifications, their academic qualifications. Soft skills are what separates the people who go on to become the leading entrepreneurs, who go on to lead these big companies, the next CFO, COO. So those soft skills cover a whole pantheon of things. Personal branding is part of that, emotional intelligence. I'll even say to some extent how you play that game of office politics. This whole area of soft skills, you know, time management and so on, communication skills, vitally important. I think these have become a must-have for any person out there in the professional world today. Not a nice to have, but a must-have. And what I would urge companies to do is have their staff go for training. You know, my organization obviously does that sort of training, or invest in yourself and go out and get these skills which will make you stand out. Here's another thing, I call it giving yourself the unfair advantage. Why is it unfair? Because you are unique, you are different. Something that you have that nobody else has. And that's what's going to drive you to the success you deserve.
Very quickly, as we wind up, you are a personal branding and image consultant.
Correct.
How lucrative is this business?
Well, you know what? I've done very well for myself, I'd say, this year in our organization. We've had a particularly good year. A lot of companies have recognized that these are skills in a hyper-competitive world, organizations in a similar industry. So obviously, without giving any numbers, I will say that I've done okay this year. And it's not just in Kenya. I mean, I've been able to do this outside of the country, going to places like Malawi, as far away as Ghana and India. So people, I think, are recognizing this. And I think if you go out there, and no matter what it is, whether you're in the business that I'm in or whatever business you're in, if you do a good job, the referrals will come. And, you know, this is one of the things that
And the money will come. Well, thank you so much for explaining a lot when it comes to personal branding and image consulting as well. Well, Derek Bbanga speaking to us about personal branding as well as image. And I hope you picked one or two things on what exactly you need to know when it comes to image. Well, that's it for Job Center. Up next is business.